The Trump administration seems jubilant about the recent protests in Iran.
As I said to the people of Iran almost a year and a half ago, the United States is with you.
Now, the protests are being driven by the economic situation. GDP growth projections are down by 9.5%. Inflation is at 40%, and unemployment is at 16% and rising. But it was a 50% increase in the price of fuel that sparked the recent turmoil. Now, an economic squeeze like that is bound to get people upset. But why is Iran in such poor shape? Well, Donald Trump has a lot to do with it. In 2015, the international community agreed to lift decades-old sanctions in response to an agreement that was reached about Iran's peaceful nuclear energy program. But then along came Donald Trump. He decided to pull out of the nuclear agreement. He says that Iran broke the spirit of the deal. However, international observers say that Iran fully complied.
As of today, I can state that Iran is implementing its nuclear-related commitments.
After pulling out of the deal, the Trump administration began imposing sanctions on Iran intended to wreck their economy, accusing Iran of, quote, destabilizing activities around the region. The USA even threatened to impose sanctions on other countries that dared to buy Iranian oil.
Anyone doing business with Iran will not be doing business with the United States. I'm asking for world peace, nothing less.
We are ready to impose sanctions on any activity subject to restrictions.
After the Iran nuclear deal in 2015, Iran was exporting roughly 2.5 million barrels of oil per day. Now that number is down to roughly 200,000. In a country where the economy is centered around state-run oil exports, that's a pretty big financial loss, and it has been detrimental. Cuts in fuel subsidies and other benefits for the population had to be made.
Top Iranian officials have sat down and made a decision for the country based on expert assessments. This decision must be executed.
But according to Donald Trump, working to economically ruin Iran makes him the best friend of the Iranian people. Nothing says I love you like bleeding someone dry.
We ask all nations to support Iran's people as they struggle to reclaim their religious and righteous destiny. I want to deliver a message to the long-suffering people of Iran. The people of America stand with you. Will the Iranian people return to the nation's proud roots as a center of civilization, culture, and wealth, where their people can be happy and prosperous once again?
The United States, throughout the Iranian history, has always been against democracy. I mean, the United States was the country, together with Britain, that instigated the 1953 coup against democratically elected Mohammad Mossadegh. Right now, it's no different. I mean, the United States has imposed very severe sanctions on Iran, which has hurt a lot of ordinary people. So coming out and saying that they support these people is hypocritical in the sense that if you do support these people, then you wouldn't sanction them so hard that, you know, they are having difficulty even getting on with their daily normal lives.